welcome to the discourse. Today I am back with 6 new words and an interesting set of idioms. We will discuss each new word one by one with its meaning and the usage in sentences. But before that, we will revise the words that we learnt in the previous section. The words were bolster, B-O-L-S-T-E-R, L is silent. The second word was brawl, B-R-A-W-L, again L is silent. Brevity, B-R-E-V-I-T-Y. Candid, C-A-N-D-I-D. Candor, C-A-N-D-O-R. And clout, C-L-O-U-T. The meaning of bolster is to improve or to strengthen something. Brawl means a noisy, rough and uncontrollable fight. Brevity is the ability to be concise, precise and clear. Candid is to be honest and telling the truth even when the truth can be harmful or painful or embarrassing. Candor is the ability to be candid, that is, the ability to be honest and telling the truth even when the truth can be embarrassing. Clout can be a noun and it can also be a verb. As a noun, clout means special privilege or special advantage or power. As a verb, clout means to hit someone by your hand or by your palm in a playful manner. Now before I start with the first word for today, I will request you to please like and share this video, and I request you to please subscribe to the discourse. The first word for today is coarse, C-O-A-R-S-E. R is silent in this word. In India we pronounce it as coarse. In UK it is pronounced as coarse. But in the USA it is pronounced as coarse. In the American accent this R is not silent and often people confuse it with coarse, C-O-U-R-S-E. However, there is no similarity between coarse and coarse. The meaning of coarse is granular, not fine, rough and harsh. An example for coarse can be: the boss told the staff to be punctual in a coarse manner, in a rough manner. The boss told the staff to be punctual in a coarse manner. Another example for coarse can be: the linen is a coarse fabric, unlike the silk, which is fine and polished. The linen is a coarse fabric, unlike the silk, which is a fine and polished. The antonyms for coarse can be fine, polished, polite, moral or decent. The second word for today is coincide, C-O-I-N-C-I-D-E. It is a verb. In India it is pronounced as coincide. In the USA it is pronounced as coincide. But in UK it is pronounced as coincide. The meaning of coincide is to happen or to occur at the same time. Another meaning for coincide can be to be the same or similar. Another meaning for coincide can be to be or to be present at the same point or position at the same time or nearly same time. An example for coincide can be heavy rains coincided with strong storm and high tides. Heavy rains coincided with strong storm and high tides. All the three things coincided at the same time. They occurred at the same time. The antonyms for coincide can be differ or oppose or protest. The third word for today is complacent. C-O-M-P-L-A-C-E-N-T. It is an adjective. In India and in UK it is pronounced as complacent, but in the USA it is pronounced as complacent. The meaning of complacent is to be smug or to feel uncritical satisfaction about oneself or one's achievements. An example for complacent can be the director said that we can afford to be complacent about any of our products. The director said that we can afford to be complacent about any of our products. Another example for complacent can be complacency may lead to your downfall. The antonyms for complacent can be consumed or unsatisfied or unhappy. The fourth word for today is concede. C-O-N-C-E-D-E. It is a verb. In India it is pronounced as concede. In UK it is pronounced as concede. And in the USA it is pronounced as concede. The meaning of concede is to accept defeat. Another meaning of concede is to accept that something is true. Even when you do not want to accept it. That is, to accept something is true unwillingly. You want to hide it, but you have to accept it because there is no other choice. An example for concede can be the government has conceded that it failed to manage the problem of daily wages and laborers during the lockdown. Due to Chinese virus. The government has conceded that it failed to manage the problem of daily wages and laborers during the lockdown due to Chinese virus. Another example for concede can be she conceded defeat even before The votes had been counted. She conceded defeat even before the votes had been counted. The antonyms for concede can be deny, dispute, or to defend. The fifth word for today is conceive. C-O-N-C-E-I-V-E. Again it is a verb. In India it is pronounced as conceive. In UK it is pronounced as conceive. In the USA it is pronounced as conceive. The meaning of conceive is to devise a new plan or idea in the mind. To think about a new idea. Another meaning of conceive can be to create an embryo by fertilizing an egg, that is to get pregnant. An example for conceive can be the director conceived an idea for his new drama. Another example for conceive can be, do you know exactly when you conceived? Or do you know exactly when you got pregnant? The antonyms for conceive can be avoid, neglect, or to abort. The sixth word for today is confide. C-O-N-F-I-D-E. It is a verb. In India it is pronounced as confide. In UK it is pronounced as confide. In USA it is pronounced as confide. The meaning of confide is to share or tell, to tell something secret or personal to someone whom you trust, that they will keep your secrets or they will not reveal it, they will not discuss it with others. An example for confide can be, she confided to me that her husband is an alcoholic. She confided to me that her husband is an alcoholic. The antonyms for confide can be to conceal, C-O-N-C-E-A-L, or to deny, or to hide. So the 6 words that we learned today are coarse, C-O-A-R-S-E, coincide, C-O-I-N-C-I-D-E, complacent, C-O-M-P-L-A-C-E-N-T, concede, C-O-N-C-E-D-E, conceive, C-O-N-C-E-I-V-E, and confide, C-O-N-F-I-D-E. Coarse means rough or granular or not fine. Coincide means to exist at the same time or at the same position. Coincide may also mean to be similar or same. Complacent means to be smug or to feel uncritical satisfaction about oneself or one's achievements. Concede is to accept defeat or to accept something is true unwillingly. Conceive is to devise a new idea or a plan in the mind, or to get pregnant, to create an embryo by fertilizing an egg. Confide is to tell something secret or personal to someone whom you trust that they will not reveal your secrets. They will keep your secrets. So now is the time to discuss the idioms for today. But before that, we will revise the idioms that we learnt in the previous section. And I will request you to please like and share this video. The idioms that we learnt in the previous section were a dime's worth, a bad penny, and a little bird told me. The meaning of a dime's worth is an insignificant amount, very little amount. A bad penny is someone who is unwanted, who is disrespectful. A little bird told me means that you do not want to reveal the source of your information. The first idiom for today is a lost ball in the weeds. The meaning of this idiom is a person who is completely lost. Who cannot decide what to do, where to go, or even from where he came. Or where he is. The meaning of a lost ball in the weeds is a person who is completely lost. He cannot decide what to do, where to go, where he is, and from where he came. In Sanskrit, there is a phrase Kim Kartavya Vimud, and this idiom is very close to it. An example for a lost ball in the weeds can be, after the accident, I was completely lost. I felt like a lost ball in the weeds. After the accident, I was completely lost. I felt like a lost ball in the weeds. I couldn't decide what to do, where to go. The second idiom for today is a new lease of life. The meaning of this idiom is a substantially improved prospect of life or use after rejuvenation or repair. A substantially improved prospect of life or use after rejuvenation or repair. If we are talking about some person, then rejuvenation, and if we are talking about some machine or tool, then repair. An example for a new lease of life can be the new job provided him a new lease of life. The third idiom for today is Achilles heel. Achilles, heel. The meaning of Achilles heel is a vulnerable point. When every other part is too strong. Every other part is strong, but that particular point is vulnerable. An example for Achilles heel can be the corrupt minister is the Achilles heel to the otherwise honest government. So he will be forced to resign. In the government there is a corrupt minister, and he may prove to be the Achilles heel to the otherwise honest government. So in order to gain the support of public, he will be forced to resign. So the 6 words that we learned today are cause, coincide, complacent, concede, conceive, and confide. The 3 idioms that we learnt are a lost ball in the weeds, a new lease of life, and Achilles heel. The meaning of coarse is granular or rough or harsh. Coincide means to exist at the same time at the same position. Complacent means to be smug or to feel uncritical satisfaction about oneself or one's achievements. Concede is to accept defeat or to accept something is true unwillingly. Conceive is to devise a plan or idea in the mind or to get pregnant. Confide is to tell some secret or something personal to someone whom you trust that they will not reveal your secrets. A lost ball in the weeds is someone who is completely lost, who cannot decide what to do, where to go, where he is. A new lease of life means a substantially strong prospect of new life or happiness. Achilles heel is the vulnerable point of otherwise strong body. Now there is an interesting story behind this phrase Achilles heel. Achilles was a Greek hero. His mother was a sea nymph. When she gave birth to Achilles, she took him to the river Styx. She had a boon that if she will dip her son in the water of Styx, her son will become very strong. So she took him to the river Styx and she dipped him in the river. But when she dipped him in the waters of Styx, she was holding him from the heel. So water of the Styx touched him at the every other part of body except the heel. So the body of Achilles became very strong, whom nobody could wound. But his heel was a vulnerable point where he could be wounded. And in the end he was killed because of a lethal wound in his heel. So this is the story behind the Achilles heel. I hope you will practice these words and these idioms. Please subscribe to the discourse. Thank you. Goodbye.